Hi everybody, it's Giselle Aguiar, AZ Social Media Wiz, here for another Wednesday with the Wiz, coming to you from my apartment in North Phoenix. And today I want to talk about marketing automation. I get a lot of comments of people saying, "Well, I don't have time to do this. Don't have time to do that." Well, there's a lot of things that can be automated, and I usually tell people you can automate the media, but you can't automate the social. You still have to be social, and you have to think about it as like you join a chamber of commerce or an association as your company to market your business, but you're still connecting with people. It's people to people, person to person, human to human, and that's the social part of social media. And if you're shy, you have to get over it because that's the way it is. People want to connect with human beings. They don't want to connect with companies or corporations. They want that human feel to it. But that still leaves with, oh my God, where am I going to find the time to do all this? And yes, it's time consuming, especially in the beginning when you're trying to build a following. You got to put out good content that's of interest to your target market. What's your target market going to be interested in? Why are they going to follow you? Are they going to follow you because you put out great content, good ideas, advice, tips, reviews? What is it that you're going to put out so you're going to have people following you? Well, that's when you make that decision, that becomes part of your strategic marketing plan. And there are a lot of ways that you can put automation into your marketing, where you can just set it all up at one time. And yes, it'll take some time to get everything set up the way you want it. You got to think of flow. What you want them to do. When they do this, or what you want them to do when they do that. And you can automate a lot of the content that goes out. For instance, the first thing you want to do is you want to go use a tool like Feedly, FEEDLY.com. That's an online news stand, basically. So you go there and you find content in your category, your industry, your what would be of interest to your target market. So it could be related businesses, something that's not your stuff, because you don't want to always be putting out your stuff. So then you use tools like Hootsuite or TweetDeck, or another one called Twitter Feed, and you automate a lot of these feeds once you already start them. You found good quality content that would be of interest to your target market that's not a direct competitor, and then you automate those. And that's the idea. So you've got these going out on a regular basis, and then you can track them. What's going on. What's working, what's not working, which ones that they click on. So you can track the links. The analytics will tell you a lot. What types of posts did people like the best? Was it videos? Was it blogs? Was it just pictures? So you want to check your analytics to see what's working and what's not working. Are you posting too often? Are you posting not enough? So you need to at least once a month check your analytics and your insights on your website and on each of the social networks. And then there's the email automation, where once you're blogging and driving people to your website at least once a week, ideally 2 to 3 times a week. You're creating fresh content that Google is looking for, so you'll come up in the search engines when people search for what it is that you have to offer. So you blog, you share your posts on social media, and then somebody sees it on social media, clicks on it, goes to your website. So what are you going to do with that lead? That's a visitor, actually. That's a visitor that just came into your website. You need to convert that visitor into a lead. So you need some sort of freebie, a download, a join our newsletter. You got to give them something so they'll give you their email address. You can add them to a list. Well, then you can have a form where, depending on what it is you have to offer, you can direct people to where they want to go. So it could be, let's say for instance, one of my clients is a scuba dive shop here in Arizona. And so he wants, he does classes, and there's all different types of scuba certifications from beginner to advanced. And so when somebody downloads the free ebook guide that we're going to put up there, um, in the form, we're going to ask some questions. So it's like, so what are you interested in? And so we're going to either have a drop down or some check off marks where people can actually select. Well, I'm interested in learning how to scuba dive, so I'm beginners. So then so then they would, if they're interested in that, they download it, and then they get an email with the information for the next beginners classes that you have. And once they sign up for the classes, then they'll get another email saying that, thank you for signing up for the classes. You can do this class online. And now you got to do the open water certification. To do that, you need to buy your basic scuba gear. And so then that takes them to their shopping cart. So, and it's all automated. It just goes straight through. And then, but let's say they want the advanced classes. So the advanced classes, let's say they want to go deep diving, so they want to learn nitrox, or if they want to do underwater photography, or they want to do wreck diving or rescue diving. There's specific certifications for all of that. So as the people put in what it is that they're interested in, they'll be directed directly to those particular classes and the equipment they're going to need to upgrade their certification, if they need a new mask, if they need a new camera, whatever it is that they need, so that to accomplish the upgrade in their certification that they want. So all this marketing automation can be adapted to just about any type of business. And what's really important it's all automated, so you really don't have to think about it. So you want to and you check your reports when you check out an email. So even if you do a newsletter, you can actually see where the people went to from the newsletter. If you have a coupon, so that they click on the coupon, that they download the coupon, what did they click on? And this helps you track them. And people want personalized information, so if the beginner diver doesn't want to know about wreck diving because he hasn't gotten the basic certification yet. So if there's no need to send them an email on the advanced until they've gone on their first open water dive. And then they catch the bug, they want to go further. So, but that's what's important, is you want to make sure it's all about personalization. Because people will subscribe to a newsletter and get into your email campaigns, and you can email them to death. But if you're not getting them to buy, what good is it? And you might not be getting them to buy is because you're not personalizing these emails. So it's like when you go to buy, if you buy like a pair of shoes online. So the next thing that you might get is an email saying, okay, this is the handbag that goes with those shoes, So it's like, oh, wow, how cool. And I'm like, yeah, I have to get that. So that's the thing. It's kind of thinking ahead what the chain of events is that you want your customer to go through, and you direct them. This is going through the conversion funnel. And the thing is with today's social media, you have a lot of people coming in and they're checking this and they're reviewing that and they want to make this decision. So they'll go over here, or maybe they'll check the prices over there. But you want to keep your brand, your name in front of them. So that's one of the important things that you need. So if somebody clicks on one thing, then you want to be able to respond to that based on what they clicked on. So that's one of the cool things about marketing automation. I'm in the process of learning a system called Sharp Spring, which I'll be able to offer this marketing automation to my clients at a very reasonable price. I haven't quite decided what that price is yet, because like I said, I'm still learning the system, so I don't know, how much the setup is going to be. But I got to tell you, it's going to be way less expensive than some of the other guys that are out there in marketing automation. And so, so there's something to think about of what your marketing is doing right now, how much time you're spending on it, and the results that you're getting. So another thing that I keep getting from people is like, how do I get on the first page of Google? And it's like, you got to blog. You got to blog and you got to post on social media. You have to do this. You can't not do this. It's not going to work. And nothing's going to happen if you don't blog. So that's one of the very important things. Now, next week, I've got some classes that are scheduled. I'm doing a LinkedIn class at Greater Phoenix Score on Thursday from 1 1 to 3:30 p.m. And then next Saturday, my Saturday boot camp series would start. That's a social media boot camp, and it's 5 3-hour sessions where we cover everything from planning to blogging, Google Plus, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at the end we pull everything together. You'll have the start of a marketing plan and the tools, tips, and tricks to manage it all in 30 minutes a day. And yes, it can be done. And so with these tools that I've been talking about in marketing automation, you can manage everything in 30 minutes a day. You still have to blog, though. So blogging takes a little bit more time. So you got to keep that in mind. I'll post the links to everything on my Facebook page here and on my other networks. The weekday boot camp starts the following Monday. I believe it's the 9th. And then we've got a special class that is not even up yet. I'm going to have it up on my website probably tonight. It's for May 17th. It's a lunch and learn, and we're going to be talking all about live streaming, which is exactly what I'm doing here right now. Okay, it is so cool. You've got Facebook live streaming, you've got Periscope, which is connected to Twitter, and so you've got YouTube that's going to be coming out with a live streaming app. So we're going to give you ideas. I'm going to be partnering with Taylor Luke from Financial Potion. We'll be talking about everything that you can do with live streaming. It's basically having your own TV show live on social media, live to the world. And what's really great is you can save these videos and put them in the blog post and share them later. And it's really cool. This is a great tool that's just going to be available to anybody who wants to do them. So that's coming up on the 17th. So if you have not gotten on my email list, please visit my website, azsocialmediawiz.com. Download the free Define Your Target Market workbook, and that will also add you to our newsletter list, because that's one of the things you have to do. The first step, define your target market. Find your niche. That's what it's all about. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon in one of the classes. Take care and have a wonderful day.